McDonald's doesn't just sell burgers, salty fries, and Sprite that makes you think it's hard liquor, but they but they also help children in need, and I think that's very important. Everyone in their lifetime, I think for the most part, they've heard of charity or like they've thought about doing charity, and and like why not help kids in this situation? So, my name is Kelvin. One name, and all this work is mine. It's nobody else's, so nobody else can claim it. And I think Ronald McDonald's House Charities is a great charity that people really need to people really need to look into. But I'm here to help you look into it today. I'm going to tell you about my charity's mission, volunteer hours, how volunteers can help, and more general information that you might want to know. And if I'm donating money to like something, I don't know about y'all, but like I really much rather like know what's going on. I don't want to just throw my money into the wind. I'd rather know about it first. Okay. The mission of my organization, according to rmcharkansas.org, is to provide a home away from home. They are supposed to help critically ill children. They're supposed to provide programs that benefit the children, things for them to do while they're inside of the house, because they could get bored sometimes, they might not have something to do. So that's why they provide programs for them. House volunteers. Part of the volunteer options are house volunteers. House volunteers basically helping clean inside the house, outside the house, just like trying to help clean the house in general, Event volunteers help with external events, so like maybe if they're not doing something at the house exactly, but they might have like something going on in like Jonesboro or like the Bend, something like that. They would be the people to help them to do those things. And lastly, we have the Red Apron Group, and they make food in the house for all the children and parents. They help the children and parents make food and everything, and I think that's important because you need food. So, some service experience basics I would look at are basically just thinking about the community. It's always in your best interest to give back to your community. Like no matter what you're doing, there's literally no negatives to giving back to your community. At least I don't think so. And like my first communication concept is basically civic engagement, and according to Communication in the Real World 2016, Communication in the Real World 2016, it is basically working to make a difference in your community. And an example of civic engagement is basically like a neighborhood advisory board, people like joining up to basically talk about what's going on in your neighborhood and how you can improve about like what's going on, basically. And like it only helps the community. So like I said, there's no real negative benefits to not helping your community. My second communication concept is basically effective language. And according to Communication in the Real World 2016, it is language used to express feelings and to put those feelings in others. When you're talking to people, I think it's really important to make it known what you're trying to say, like trying to convey emotions across to other people, because it's always important because you want people to feel what you're feeling, and like when talking to other people, you want them to know how you feel. An example of this is public speaking. Like public speaking in general, they're trying to convey an emotion inside of you, and that's how they can do things like that. And effective language also, I like it because it causes you to reflect. It makes you really think about how you are ethically. It really makes you think about how you are in this life and how you could improve in general. Like I was saying about reflection, like everybody is affected by example. I'm not sure if anybody is not affected by example, because I know I'm affected by example. Like growing up, having parents is just like they're influencing you to do things in your daily life that you do now these days. It's just an example of having an influence on your life. My foundational communication principle is communication behaviors are learnable. And according to the Syllabus in Survival Guide, John Fronte, 2023, It means that things you learn can have a positive or negative impact on you, and that's definitely true, because it's not only like in real life, but like it can have to do with math. Basically saying like, if this happens, then this is going to happen, and I think that's really important because, for example, setting the tone is basically what I'm trying to say. It's always important to set the tone. Like when you're in a setting like Ronald McDonald's House Charities, inside of the house, like you're talking to people that are in need. So you need to give them a happy feeling, give them a feel like they're at home, and I think that's really vital to the whole experience. Yeah, like I said, speak in a positive tone and always be caring when helping someone. And that leads me to my ethical implication: caring with grace. According to the Syllabus and Survival Guide, Gian Fronte, 2023, it is understanding the needs of people we interact with. And like, if you care about something in this life, you need to be caring about it with grace. And to be honest, if you're caring about something and it's not with grace, I don't really think you care about it in the first place. So yeah, like I said, just using uplifting tones in all that you do, and it'll really show like who you are. And like Ronald McDonald is a very positive charity, and that's what I wanted to convey to you all today. And this organization enlightened me on things like service organization, positive communication, and how I am ethically. I mentioned how I am ethically earlier, and like researching into it, it made me think about like what I could do to help, about how other people would do to help, how my family could help, and I think that was really nice. And diving into this organization gave me a really good pleasure, and I was glad that I was given the task of researching it. Thank you.
All right, you're up next. Here we go.
Thanks.